Hey everybody, Hidden Object Guru here with another Zombie Night Terror Challenge Guide. This one for Black Friday. Survive the human assault for 4 minutes and last of the living without letting anybody get into the building. So yeah, apparently they updated this one, so now the snipers fire from the top, which is frustrating as hell, as you can well imagine. And it's just a question... Oh, and you can't go onto the stairs at the end of the level to trap them. So basically all of my tactics don't work anymore. So I'm just going to run you through a surefire way to get it done. It still takes forever, it's still super finicky, but it's not a problem. So as you can see, you set up five spitting overlords up on that third floor. And what you want to do is make sure their shots are staggered so there's not a big gap in between them. You want 3, then you want another 2. All right, so now set a blocker up there. Now, and then set another blocker up just to the left of that top window. Then you're going to want to trap an overlord and a crawler between those two guys. Now, we head down here and we kind of set up the same operation on the far right building on this side. What I'm doing here is I'm creating a bunch of sprinty guys to try and get as many people as possible over onto that right building before the flood of enemies comes. You're never going to have trouble getting more guys to reinforce the center building, but it can be a real hassle getting guys all the way to the right. I guess you could throw guys maybe, but for some reason that didn't occur to me. So you want to set up 2 spitter guys. Okay, so here's the end building. You're going to want to set up a guy pointing people to the left. That's going to be important later. It's to keep a crawler in one place. All right, you're going to want to set up another 4 to 5 shooters pointing left, and then on the other side 2 shooters pointing right, and then create a blocker pointing right towards that blocker there, and then you just want a little space with a tank and a crawler walking back and forth. So you've got a tank and a crawler on the left, you got a tank and a crawler on the right. The idea here is that crawlers can create spittle, right? Can spittoon their way to create traps. So you just want to leave traps out, and guys who walk into them invariably get killed unless they're Bruce Campbells, right? So as you can see, we're going pretty well. The sniper wolves are a problem. Luckily, they only ever take 1 shot. But even better, like the traps are great. Even better than the traps are what the tanks do, because the tanks, oh God, I love those tanks. They shoot a cloud of saliva, and that cloud of saliva makes guys not only get damaged, but it makes them run the other way, which enables you to control the movement of your foes. And that's going to be 90% of what you want to do in this level. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. It's another 12 minutes. I'll start fast forwarding in a minute. But as you can see, the idea is every 10 seconds or so, you're going to get, that's clearly a Molotov guy. They're the worst because they can wipe out your 4 or 5 shooters, or they can wipe out your snipers. So, as you can see, I set up a trap, and the trap kind of screwed up. It bounced backwards instead of forwards, so it doesn't end up mattering. The trap worked, but only because another guy ran into it. I had a spit cloud backing it up. So basically, what you want to do is look left, look right, let it advance 10 seconds. See those guys down there? They'll get confused. They don't want to charge into the field of death, and who can blame them? And so they kind of get trapped down there. It's a little awesome. Sometimes they'll wander forward and get killed. Mostly they'll just kind of hang out on the stairs. Every now and then they will try to walk up the stairs and kill you, but you've got a tank and a crawler up there, so you should have no trouble just automatically killing them. All right. So, we got a Michelle coming. She can only take 1 hit, so your field of fire will deal with her, no trouble at all. So now it's just a question of wait. Every, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds or so, you're going to have to deal with another sniper on both sides. And a little less frequently, you're going to have to deal with Molotov throwers on the left. And after about around the 2-minute mark, somewhere in there, there's going to start being Molotov guys on the right, so that is another thing you're going to have to watch out for. But honestly, you just want to focus on keeping clouds of gas. So as you can see, the sniper's running in, and she's going to want to target here. So what you do is you throw a cloud of gas right there at the entrance where she sets up, and boom, Okay, that actually hit her, which worked really well. But worst case scenario, she runs the other way. And then you can either throw it to the far side of the building or through the gap in here like I do. And the second cloud should have her no trouble. It's a pretty good system. And then I set up a trap because I'm used to setting up traps. The best part is the sniper has so little health that if she runs into one cloud, she'll take half damage. Then she runs the other way, she'll hit the second cloud and she'll take the other half damage. Here I see that there's a Molotov guy and I got a little panicky. But yeah, by and large, this is it for the rest of the level. You just do this for 3 more minutes of game time, which for me, that's a little scary, but that the sniper on the right stairs can never hit the guys behind that little mini wall. So you should be largely safe. Right, so from here, it's just about management. It's about spinning back and forth and making sure that nobody gets past you. Here, there was some borderline nonsense. If a guy comes... Oh my god, how did I still beat the level? I actually thought that guy got inside for a second. Anyway, if you got the 5 guys up there, you should be relatively fine. If you want to have a guy... Yeah, that's crazy. That guy clearly decided to run the other way. Alright, in all likelihood, I should have lost this level because I didn't stagger it enough. But like I said, the key is just police where the guys are and try to keep clouds of tank venom on either side to make sure guys don't get you. And honestly, that's it. So just from there, you'll be able to handle it yourself using this theory. Well, I hope. Anyway, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. If you're having trouble with this level, I hope this video helped. After I stop talking, I'm just going to fast forward to the end so that you can see that I did in fact finish it. This isn't an elaborate ruse I'm playing on you. One thing I have to warn you is, at one point from the right side, a Bruce Campbell will show up. Bruce Campbell, he may be tough, but he runs away from clouds just like anybody else. So put a cloud in front of him, put a cloud behind him, and then he'll stand there kind of frozen, and then you just spittle on him until he dies. It's really not as challenging as it might sound. Yeah, but that's it. See, works perfectly. All right, so if you need help with any other level in the game Zombie Night Terror, just check elsewhere in this playlist because I've got guides for all of them. Yeah, I think that's that. All right, so yeah, I'll see you somewhere else in the playlist, but until then, au revoir.